Oh, hi! You got birds, actually. Oh, you're in a wheelchair? Okay. You must be Phoenix Wright. Yes? Pleased to meet you. I'm Kin Dingling. But here at the circus, everyone just calls me Acro. Mr. Acro? How do you know my name? The detective told me. He said you'd definitely show up here. Acro, you're a member of this circus as well? That's right. I mainly performed on the tightrope or the flying trapeze. But nowadays, all I perform in is my wheelchair. Oh. So you don't perform anymore? Okay, let's go for this first. Very big circus. Acro, why did you join the circus? When I was a kid, my parents failed miserably at business. Then one night, they decided to run away from it all, without me. The only person who was willing to take my parents' place was the ringmaster. The ringmaster took such incredible care of me, he was truly a lifesaver. It seems like the ringmaster was truly a saint. Yeah, but he was called a murderer in the note, so... He was. That's why I decided to do something very important. I decided that I would devote my entire life to finding a way to repay him. And now, look how someone repaid him for all the good in his life. Such a shame. Sometimes I think that he was almost too kind. Perhaps he was too kind to his performers. Perhaps he was too kind to his daughter. I wonder if he spoiled Regina. It kinda seems like, yeah. Regina's so cute, she's truly a princess. Truly a princess? Are you sure that's a good thing? Ooh. Do I detect a hint of a grudge against Regina? So, about your wheelchair. I'm sorry to ask, but why are you in a wheelchair? The nerves in my legs were badly damaged. And you can't walk now? I can't even stand now. And since I live on the 3rd floor, I can't even leave this building by myself. That's awful. The accident happened during an acrobatic session, right? We got locks! Oh, psyche locks. It doesn't seem like Acro's injuries were acrobatic in nature. What's on your mind, Mr. Wright? Well... Exactly when were you injured? It's been almost 6 months since I was hurt. I injured my legs during practice. 6 months ago. What in the world went on at the circus then? Is that when the note mentioned a time? I don't remember. So what happened? I stopped by yesterday and noticed that you weren't in your room. Who helped you down and stuff? I was at the hospital all day yesterday. Huh. You went there for rehabilitation? What about the murder? Of course I knew about it. I spoke with the police before they allowed me to go to the hospital. Before I got the call from the prosecutor, I was convinced that it was all a dream. Huh? I just couldn't believe it when I saw what I saw. What you saw? Jeez, that sounded really ominous. Okay. What did you see? What did you see, Acro? That night, I was in bed sleeping when I heard a huge sound coming from below my window. I see. The scene of the crime is right below your window. That's when I looked out the window. And what did you see? He was flying straight up in the air. He? Maximilian Galactica. What? Oh no. We got another witness. That's what I thought he'd say. You're absolutely positive it was Max you saw flying? I'm absolutely sure. There's no doubt in my mind. Nick? So we gotta get his wheelchair. I'm still undergoing rehabilitation for my injuries. Still can't stand, but the doctors say that I'll be able to recover and walk again. Out of curiosity, what kind of accident was it again? He's not gonna say. I don't really have much more to add beyond that. Alright, let's... Maybe it's related to what happened to the ringmaster. Could be, could be. Let's try, starting the Psyche Look and see what we need for it, maybe. I have to ask you, how were you injured? I'm sorry, I thought we talked about this. It was an accident that happened during practice. An accident during practice, huh? Yes, unfortunately, acrobats are prone to all sorts of injuries. He's lying. If that were the real cause, he'd have no reason to keep it secret. Acro? Are you really telling me that a practice accident was the cause of your injury? Okay. This is talking about murder, and it's saying that about the ringmaster as far as I can tell. So this wouldn't pertain to him, I don't think. At least not right here. I think we just need to go find more people. I should investigate and gather more clues before I try again. Where's your monkey? Huge pile of trash. One man's trash is another monkey's treasure. I guess you're right. Look, they're all shiny things. He's even got a motorcycle exhaust. What do they call this thing? Oh, a tuba, right? Of course it's a tuba, silly. You didn't know that? Hey, it's a picture of Regina. Well, she is a shining beauty. No objections there. Did we take that? No, okay. Why is there a picture of Regina there? You can see the big top from the window here. This is the same. I think the pile of trash might have also been the same though. Guess let's leave. Is Mo around? No. Nobody out here? Gumshoe hightailed it? Let's go to the entrance. Oh, nothing. Okay. Then let's go to the big top. Maybe Regina's there. Okay, maybe she is. Maybe she is. Oh, Tiger's here. I've got a bad feeling about this. No, no, no. Yeah? Nick! Wonderful. Today's special must be Filet-O-Nick. Or Phoenix, my bad. Stay, heal. Oh, Maya, Nick, it's you guys. I'm sorry, I guess I made a mistake. A mistake? Yeah, a little one. I was thinking of teaching whatever primate was out there a lesson. But I was expecting more of a monkey than a human. A monkey? Tell us about your dad. Oh, I didn't drink anything. Hold on. That's better. It's a pity about what happened to the ringmaster. Dad? Everyone loved him, didn't they? He must have been quite a man. He was. I love my dad so much. I hate to say it, but she doesn't seem all that broken up about her father. It is strange. That's why I feel so lonely. Now that I won't be able to see him for a while. For a while? Ma'am, he's dead. Is she really that out of the real world? For a while? Yeah. When Leon died, I talked with my dad, and he told me that when someone dies, they just become a star in the heavens. Oh, okay, yeah. A star? That means that my dad is looking down on me from the sky. That's why I love the night so much. I can see everyone who's gone. That's honestly kind of a nice thought, to be honest. When someone dies, they just become a star in the heavens. That's kind of sweet. But I bet you there's no way that Maya believes that. What do you mean there's no way I believe that? Do you think that one day I'll be a star too? Of course. You really think so? Yeah, you will, I think. I've got a feeling that everyone is doing great up there in the sky. I wonder if everything's alright with Regina. Tell us about Money the Monkey. Just to go back and clear something up, why do you want to teach Money a lesson? Because he's a meanie. He's got something that means a lot to me. Something that means a lot to you? It must be something shiny, right? Actually, it's a stage costume. It's got lots of spangles. It's really beautiful. You should see it. We should? When the costume gets hit by the spotlight, it dazzles. Hey, Mr. Attorney. If you saw that monkey, you'd get my costume back for me, wouldn't you? It's really important to me. I'll get it for you, sure. Leave it all up to us. Guess there's no turning down that request. Might be useful. Yeah, you're really gonna do it? Yeah, I guess so. Can I present to you any of this? Award ceremony? He did say to show it to everyone. There's no denying it. Max is cool. I want to try flying someday with Max. She's already flown off into her own little world, though. Nick, I want to try flying too. Alright, I'll think about it. How about this? Oh, yep, same thing. Same thing. Right? Do you know anything about this? Nope. Regina, have you ever seen this before? I know what that is. Do you? Okay. What? Really? Well, it was in my pocket for a while. In your pocket? It was in your pocket? This piece of paper was in your pocket. I guess I noticed it was in there around breakfast time. breakfast time. Yeah, I always take Acro his breakfast in the morning. That's when I also take out the trash in his room. Oh. Then I'd go to the cafeteria and eat my own breakfast. That's when you realized the piece of paper was in your pocket? Yeah, but since I'm not a murderer, I just figured it belonged in someone else's pocket. And then what? I wondered if the person who lost it was in trouble, so... You didn't put it on the bulletin board in the cafeteria, did you? I did. I just stuck it up there. How'd you know? So it was Regina that put it up there. When did this happen, huh? The morning of the murder, I think. That explains a lot. Okay. So... if it was meant for the dad... I'm trying to think. Was it meant for the dad? She said she got up. She went and gave Acro his breakfast. Came back down, noticed the thing in her pocket. Did Acro plant it in her pocket then? And if that's the case, was it meant for Acro and not the ringmaster? And because the ringmaster took Acro in as a kid, was the ringmaster trying to go in Acro's stead and kind of help him out? Maybe? That makes sense to me. I don't know though. I wonder who wrote this. Okay. Can we talk more about it? No. I've presented you with everything, I think. Have I presented you this before? Do you know about this situation? No? Okay. I was curious. I didn't know if you knew about that situation at all. How about the pepper? Or this? Do you know anything about this? No? Nothing? Okay. I figured if it was your dad's trunk, then maybe. You'd know nothing about the pepper then. Okay. Let's go to the entrance. Anything for you? No? Can I present to you... this, maybe? Doesn't seem like anything. Yep, nothing. Alright, then... trying to think. Mo left her burgers. I guess let's go to the detention center. Oh yeah, we need more stuff for the psyche logs. Okay. I guess we could go back and talk to Acro about that note, maybe. They must have taken Max in for questioning again. There really isn't anything we need to ask him right now anyway. You're right, I guess. Alright, let's go then. Okay, let's go back to Acro then. That makes the most sense. We can maybe present him the note. Is it this way? I think it is. Yeah, okay. I want to present you this note really quick, okay? What's this? That's what we want to know. It was posted in the cafeteria the morning before the murder. Uh-oh. In the cafeteria? Oh, so you know about it. You just got really serious. And what happens? He said... oh, yeah, he suddenly looks incredibly serious. If it's got something to do with her, then you should go straight to the source. I did. Her? Regina, ask her about it. I did. I did ask her about it. Could I present you with anything else? Let's see. I haven't gotten a chance to talk to you about anything, so maybe presenting a bunch of stuff would be helpful. No problem. Oh, this is how it ended for him. Such a shame. He seems awfully calm, but his eyes have a look of sorrow and profound pain. If my legs weren't like this, I would have been able to prevent this from happening. That's an absolute certainty. Am I right? Was the note for you? Acro? How about this? Maximilian Galactica, right? You'll have to forgive me, but I try not to think about him. Acro won't even look at it. It looks like something's really weighing on him. Okay. Salary negotiations. Okay, he won't look at that either. That's the same. He probably won't look at that either. How about this? You probably know nothing. Yeah, I don't really know much about what goes on outside of this room. Yeah. Oh, Monkey! Present a Monkey! Do you know where Monkey is? Money is a great friend to me. That pile of treasure over there is his collection, huh? It is indeed. Monkey will bring anything back with him. Aw, that's so cute. Yeah, I'm not great with the ladies. But I seem to be pretty popular with the animals. Know anything about this? Nothing, right? Yeah. We have to have something to get his psyche locks off then, right? He won't even look at this either, because it's Max Galactica. What about this? Yeah, nothing. Okay, maybe we do the psyche locks, and the first thing is this note. I can't remember when this note said anything. Oh wait, hold on. Now I can read it. Got it. 6 months ago. Exactly. Okay. I didn't realize that I could suddenly read the rest of it. Let's take that one psyche lock off. Yeah? I think we can now. I think we got it. Alright, how are you injured? I thought we talked about this. It was an accident that happened during practice. An accident during practice. Yes, unfortunately, acrobats are prone to all sorts of injuries. If that were the case, he'd have no reason to keep it secret. Let's get this. Because he did mention in this conversation, but he has mentioned that the accident happened 6 months ago. So, hopefully this works here. If it's not this, I'm not sure what it is. Alright, Acro, just tell me the truth. Do you mind if I ask you a question? Oh shit, I haven't saved in so long. I didn't think about that. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oops. What do you want to know? Do you really think I could get an injury like this from something like that? No! I fucked up, chat. Help! Mr. Nick! If you push yourself anymore, your soul will shatter. Please, calm down. Collect your thoughts and try again. Oh god, I made too many mistakes. Okay, what else do we have then? Max Galactica is not... maybe we find Monkey? Let's go to Mo's room real quick. Monkey? Text? That's a good sign. Mo's not here. What's that? I hear something. Is Monkey in here, did I guess? Stop it, Nick. You're scaring me. Monkey, give me back whatever it is you have. Nick, it's money. That monkey's holding something. That's it. That's the thing that means a lot to Regina, remember? Alright, time to take on this monkey attorney style. Oh no, what do we choose? Stay, give it back, monkey brain, or ooh, scratch, scratch. We're gonna go ooh, scratch, scratch. Uh-oh, he didn't like it. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Yikes. Did he run? I tried to have a monkey-to-monkey talk with him. I really did. Nick, you... We got it anyway, yeah! I swiped it while Money was distracted. Wow, you're really on the ball today, Nick. Let me see it. Let me see it. I did not think that was gonna work. I thought he was gonna run and, like, we'd have to go find him somewhere else. Huh? You can see it fine from where you are. You know what I mean. I really want to try on Regina's costume. I'm sorry, but it could be evidence. You cannot. Maybe then they'll take you in at the circus and I can get some peace and quiet. What's the matter now? It doesn't fit me at all. Oh well, I guess it's time for you to lay off the burgers. Hey! Don't say that to Maya! Not to mention, it doesn't look like something any girl I know would actually wear. Not Maya-sized at all. I guess let's go... back to her. Regina? I got this for you. Whose is it? Here you go, Regina. Yay, thank you. You really got it back for me. Don't mention it. I love you, Mr. Attorney. It's nothing. No wonder guys melt to mush in front of this girl. Hey, Regina? That costume is yours, right? I tried it on, but it didn't fit me. Huh? This costume? This isn't mine. It was Leon's. When did Leon die? Oh. Yeah, because Leon was super important to her. Oh. Oh. Leon's? You know, the lion she told us about. Oh, the one that someone killed. There we go. Okay. Hold on. Tell us about Leon, please. When did they die? Leon, he was killed, wasn't he? That's right. My dad killed him. Okay. Why? Well, Leon did something really bad during practice. During practice? Oh. Oh. So... Leon hurt the acrobat then, right? Leon was sitting down, and then he opened his mouth, you know, rah. Usually when he did that, I would put my head into his mouth. Wait, you put your head into a lion's mouth? I sure did. The people in the crowd always loved seeing me do that. They'd always start screaming. You sure they were screaming because they loved seeing you do that? You think they were scared? Anyways, What was the bad thing? Oh yeah, Leon bit someone during that practice. There we go. We got it. We got the Psyche Lock piece. Regina? Everything was alright though, right? No, it wasn't alright. That was the problem. My dad was incredibly angry. And that's when Leon... Yeah, that's when he became a star in the sky. Poor thing. 6 months ago. Shot. Damn. Did he shoot that lion in front of her? Okay. Well, so the note then. I don't feel like Acro would be upset about the lion die. I mean, it depends. Some people get bit by an animal and it's just like whatever, their animals, I understand it, you know? And some people aren't. So it kind of could go either way, considering he's so good with animals. But the only other person who would be upset and call him murderer and everything else would be her. Okay. So right now it's either her or Acro for me. Entrance. Lodging house. And then... Acro. Let's present to you. Where's the... There it is. Okay. Let's give you this. Take that! And then... First Psyche Lock is Leon. Leon the lion. Alright, how were you injured? I'm sorry, I thought we talked about this. It was an accident that happened during practice. An accident during practice. Unfortunately, acrobats are prone to all sorts of injuries. Okay, he's lying, we know it. Are you really telling me that a practice accident was the cause of your injury and not this lion? Take that! Hmm? Leon. 6 months ago, you were attacked by the lion. That's when you were injured. Here we go, 1 down, 2 to go. I know I'm on the right track. I just need to keep going. You're saying that I was attacked by a lion? That is what I'm saying, yes. I'm sorry, Mr. Wright, but I'm an acrobat. I'm no animal tamer. If a lion was coming at me, I'd be running for the exit. Okay, maybe attacked is not the best word to be using. So, let me rephrase that as battled the lion. You seem to enjoy telling jokes, so why would I decide to battle a lion? Because you had to fight it. You had to fight it to save someone. Regina? So, hold on. Take that! Oh, that's not right. Okay. So how about it, Acro? Why would I possibly battle a king of the jungle for something like that? When did Monkey steal the costume? If Monkey... Well, why would he still be running around with it right now? I don't know. Right now I think it's either Monkey or the Ringmaster himself. So, let's try those maybe. Because it makes the most sense. The tiger wouldn't really bite anyone else, hopefully. Monkey though, if Monkey was stealing, Maybe. Okay, he's lying. He got bit by the tiger. We know this.
Take that!
Leon. That's when he was injured. And then he was trying to save someone. Okay, so you weren't attacked by the lion, you were battling. You had to fight it. You had to fight it to save someone. Okay, so then monkey, yeah? Monkey?
Take that!
No, not monkey? Okay.
Take that!
Maybe? No. The music didn't stop. Mo? Ooh? Something smells fantastic! So we know it can't be Mo. Wait, I know what that is. It's burgers! Give me one! It is Mo! Mo can cook! Hello, hello, hello! Welcome to the Bistro du Cirque, aka the cafeteria. It smells so good in here, and those burgers look great. She's drooling like she's some sort of crazed burger monster. That's me! I'm a crazed burger monster. My burgers are the best. Juicy meat, toasted buns, special sauce. Oh yeah. They are absolutely irresistible to anyone with a hankering for a burger. One bite'll send you into hamburger heaven. Oh shit, I need one. I wonder if they have a recipe. Like some games and stuff have a recipe for different stuff. I'm gonna look it up real quick. I'm curious. Ace Attorney Mo's burger recipe. Do they have it? Recipe for turnabout? That's it. Let's see about this one. That's not it. I don't think there is one. Okay, good to know. I didn't know if it was the kind of thing where, like, you know, they had a Ace Attorney cookbook or something, you know? That'd be kind of cool. I bet I can tell by the smell. Whoa, I'm getting hungry too. Those burgers must have some kind of special power. Hey, so... Oh, very big circus. Now that the ringmaster's gone, what are you going to do? That's all I've thought about in the past 2 days. Everyone loved Russell. You've heard Acro's story, haven't you? Like how he was adopted when he was younger? He's calmed down a bit now, but he was livid when he heard about the murder. Acro was so upset that he said he couldn't go on. He was that upset? Yes, he was. Anyways, I gave it some thought. Maybe I should give up on trying to be a half-baked clown. Go sell burgers! I've been thinking of trying on the ringmaster's shoes. What? Really? Max would still be an issue, though. Max? He may be a bit mean and hard to work with, but it's hard to argue his importance. He's probably the reason the circus is still around. A lot of what he says is right. Oh. All that's left is to see if everyone can get over the tragedy. You know? The tragedy, you know? What is he talking about? The ringmaster's death? Get over what tragedy, Mo? Huh? Don't worry about it, it's nothing at all. He must mean the tragic death of the ringmaster, right? Yes, that's it. You're right, girly. Dang, correctamundo. Doesn't he mean ding? Me, Mo? I mean no disrespect here, but are you lying to us? No, not at all. What makes you think that? Just the way you said, if everyone can get over the tragedy, seemed a bit strange. Kinda sneezed. It sounded like you were talking about something from a long time ago. Mo, I'm right, aren't I? Oh no, more Psyche-Locked. Mo! Oh, he's only got 2 though. So now we're getting closer to the truth. It was about 6 months ago. It was just a little accident. Give me a break. Us old men have accidents. I wear big pants for a reason. 6 months ago, huh? Okay, hold on. Let's see what I can do with this. I might be able to give you that note for this. I might have what I need. We'll see. Get over it, huh? Mo, please tell us what happened 6 months ago. What in the world went on at the circus? Okay, there's no need to look so scary when you ask me. Hey, look over there, some juicy burgers, let's eat instead. Unfortunately, I'm more of a grilled chicken sandwich man myself. Over burgers? I mean, you do you, though. Actually, I've kind of got an idea of what happened back then. Oh, you said something about an accident. This wouldn't happen to be the cause of that accident, would it? Oh, the lion again?
Take that!
Yes, okay. I heard a little bit about it from Regina. Leon made a mistake during a practice, right? How did you? Bam, done. I told him so many times. You shouldn't be doing such dangerous acts. Like putting her head inside Leon's mouth, right? Yeah, but Regina believed in Leon. She believed so strongly that the ringmaster went along. He never could say no to her. Out of curiosity, who was bitten? Come on, Mo. Don't climb up on me now. Who did Leon bite on the head? On the head? It's Regina, then. Well, I promised I wouldn't say anything. You promised? He's involved in this, too. He's involved, huh? Mo must be talking about... let's see. Profiles... Acro.
Take that!
Yeah, perfect. It must have been Acro, right? How did you know? Don't worry about that, Mo. Getting to the bottom of this accident may help solve what happened to the ringmaster. No way. I need to know the truth about what happened to Russell. Please tell me what you know. I'm sorry, Acro. Here we go. Give me that juice. Ah, hell yeah. It's just like you said, you know? The accident. Did someone die? No, but it would have probably been better if he had. What? How would that have been better? He's still alive. But when he got bit, he suffered massive brain damage. Okay, so a completely different person. They said Acro had parents, but... okay. He'll never recover from the coma that he's in. A coma? In a hospital? Yeah. Acro went to the hospital to be with this person then. Acro did not go to the hospital for physical therapy. I don't think. Coma? all he does now is lie in his bed at the hospital. And that's all he's ever gonna be able to do. I see. How is he related to Acro? He's his brother. I thought maybe... Huh? The person who got bit was Acro's brother. Brother? They were an Acrobat team of brothers. Acro and Bat. Cute nicknames, I thought. The cutest nicknames. The cutest nicknames. I love it. Anyways, they were an incredible team. Cut down together in their prime. Okay, tell us about Acro's brother, please. Give us the, what is the word? Give us the evidence that we need, please. Who is Acro's younger brother? Didn't say they were younger. Sean Dingling, but everyone always called him Bat. He fell in love with Regina. Trying to win her love was all his downfall. I wonder, was Regina into him? I'm trying to consider. I don't know. I feel like Regina would be more the person who called her dad a murderer over killing the lion. Regina kinda doesn't seem to care about anybody. Any of the guys going after her, at least. Everyone seems to fall in love with Regina. Hydration time, I will! Okay, my tea is cold, but it still tastes very good. 6 months ago, while we were practicing, all of a sudden, Bat blurts out, "Let me perform with Leon." Why'd he do that? I don't know, but that's what caused the accident. Oh my god, why would you do that? I'll never forget that moment. It was so strange. Leon had the weirdest look on his face. He was... smiling. What? Hey, you mean Leon? Yes, Leon. When he bit down, he was smiling. Okay, that's scary. Some sick grin. No way! That's impossible! A smirking lion. A flying murderer. Why does it seem that it's always Mo who catches all these incredible events? Nick? Can lions smile? We never told the police about the incident. The circus would have been shut down if we had. The next day, the ringmaster took Leon out and shot him with a rifle. So that's what really happened. Well, you guys were so serious, what was I supposed to do? I had to tell you. But all this truthfulness has put me in a mood for a burger. Oh, pepper? Hey, you do have some pepper. There he goes again, acting like his normal crazy self. Achoo! Poor Maya. Nice, what a wonderful sneeze. Huh, you think so? You sneeze with pepper and slip on a banana peel? That's basic clownmanship. Girlie, I know you gotta understand that. Nick, I think I'd make a good clown. Honestly, truly, I think you would. I think you would fit right in. You can be here with Mo making burgers all the time. Other than Regina, I've never seen a cuter sneezer. Does Regina sneeze with pepper too? She does. Bat would always tease her with Peppa. Bat would always tease her with Pepper. From my point of view, those two always looked so perfect together. They look perfect together, huh? Okay, so we got the brother now, right? In profiles? Yes, we do. He's 22, 26. Okay. Let's go back to Acro's room. You know what? Hold on. What do you know about him? Sorry? I've already given my heart to another man. So I'm not interested in enrolling in your dating service. Huh? I just wanted to know if you knew this person. Okay. That was a weird response to that. How about you? Nothing? It's the same, huh? Okay. I guess we'll just go up to Acro. Lodging house. Acro's room. Ah, Mr. Wright. Back again, I see. Yes, I am. Well, he did say I'll be back. Wait, or was that someone else? It was someone else, Maya. You've been watching too many movies. We're back because Acro's hiding why his legs were injured. He was hurt in the accident 6 months ago. It would seem that he knows what we know. He knows that we know, my bad. Oh well, it seems you've got things you want to talk about, so fire away. Anything new? Okay. We'll go straight to the Magatama. Okay. You were lying about how you were injured. I know that now. Well, I knew that before, but I know more now. Okay. Tiger Lion was the cause of the accident. And now I know who you were protecting. 6 months ago, you were attacked by the lion. That's when you were injured. Alright, let's keep going. You're saying that I was attacked by a lion. That is what I'm saying, yes. I'm sorry, Mr. Wright, but I'm an acrobat. I'm no animal tamer. If a lion was coming at me, I'd be running for the exit. Okay, maybe attacked is not the best word to be using, so battled then. You seem to enjoy telling jokes. Why would I decide to battle a lion? Because you had to fight it to save your younger brother.
Take that!
Take that, sir. Bat. It was a shame what happened to your brother 6 months ago. You tried to save him, didn't you? And that's how you got that terrible injury. One more. No, he must have told you. Yes, we learned about Bat from Mo. But he didn't mention anything about you in regards to the accident. I suppose it was just a slip of the tongue on his part. That's how I figured it out. A slip of the tongue? Anyways, they were an incredible team. Cut down together in their prime. Cut down together. That was where he slipped, and that's how I figured it out. You two ended up at the center of the same accident together, like always. I see. But an accident is an accident. It wasn't anyone's fault. I still haven't broken Acro's last psyche log. This must be one incredible, deep-seated secret. It wasn't anyone's fault. Do you care to explain more? Acro, I know you're still hiding something from me. Maybe someone you don't seem to like much is the reason you're being evasive. Oh, he doesn't like Max much.
Take that!
Oh, not Max? Okay. Are you aware how strange you seem sometimes? You seem to think you know what will happen before you do, but you're wrong. What? It's clear you haven't come to grips with what's going on. But he wouldn't even look at Max's stuff before. There's no way I can backpedal away from this. I know you're still hiding something from me. Maybe someone you don't seem to like much is the reason you're being evasive. Was it her? There's Ben and his dummy. They were trying to get with Regina. He was trying to get with Regina. I feel like he doesn't like Max more than he doesn't like Ben. And he wasn't really trying to get with Regina from what it sounds like. It was his brother. He likes him. He seems alright with Mo. I can't remember. Something about the note he said, you better go check with her. Maybe it's her? I don't know. I'm gonna have to redo this whole thing if it's not. Oh well.
Take that!
Oh, it is. Okay. Regina. You always seem calm and collected until you start talking about her. Really? Saying things like she's cruel. When did he say that? Huh? I might have forgotten, but I don't remember him saying that, honestly. Well done, Mr. Attorney. You've got quite the set of eagle eyes. You know, her tiger tried to attack me. Regent tried to attack you? Twice. Huh. He wasn't serious, I'm sure. You're not trying to insinuate that I believe she spurred on Leon to attack Bat, are you? Leon was never taught a command to attack people. Are you sure? Regina isn't capable of doing anything like that. Besides, Regina had no reason to want to hurt my little brother. Regina and Bat were such good friends back then. But you still hate Regina. I've got proof of it. What? What are you talking about? Maybe I overdid it again. But if I can hand something over to Acro, maybe it'll... Proof that you had it out for Regina all along. Is it this? If it's not this, I don't know what it is. It's gotta be, right?
Take that!
Nice. So he did shove it in her pocket. Okay. This, where'd you get it? Regina posted it on the bulletin board in the cafeteria. Before that, it was in her pocket. Okay, so it was meant for Regina. I guess I noticed it. It was in there around breakfast time. I always take Acro his breakfast in the morning. You wrote this, and then you put it in her pocket. That's right, isn't it? So... He wanted the... Well, he wanted Regina to meet him at 10 p.m. But then the dad did instead. That's right. Well done, Mr. Wright. Ooh. It's so all over the place. Wheelchair? Okay. My legs were injured by Leon. 6 months ago. My younger brother, Bat, had a dare with Regina. Oh, uh-oh. A dare? An absurd dare. If I can put my head inside of Leon's mouth like you do, you have to go to the movies with me on a date. That's insane! Didn't he know how dangerous that is? We all thought he was being stupid too. But that lion was very old to begin with, and age brought with it countless experience in doing that very trick. Unfortunately, this particular time, I guess Leon wasn't ready or willing. And that's when the accident happened? He just wanted to take her out, to the movies. Poor Bat. When Leon chomped it down, I jumped towards him. Then, Leon attacked me, and that's how I ended up. What about Bat? He's still in a coma. I went to the hospital yesterday to visit him. I see. Uh-huh. I caught you in a lie. And I'm still waiting for him to open his eyes again. Oh wait, that wasn't yesterday. My bad. And that's the reason I keep going. Bat and Regina, right? They were such great friends. Oh yeah, I wanted you to take a look at this. What is it? This is the scarf my brother was wearing when Leon attacked him. Gross, it's covered in blood. The scarf? It was a present from Regina to my brother on the day of the accident. On the day. Uh-oh. Regina did intentionally get him killed. And then this guy gave her the note. Regina put it up in the cafeteria. The dad tore it down. Yeah, the dad tore it down and then went to deal with the 10 p.m. thing on his own for his daughter and accidentally got killed. Maybe by this guy? Somehow? Yeah. We'll see. When he did it, he looked like he was smiling. He? Leon, obviously. Oh. When he bit down on Bat's head, the expression on Leon's face looked like a grin. Nick? I know. Most said the same thing. What do you think it all means? I'll be taking that scarf if you don't mind. Who are you? Oh, hi. Miss Von Karma. I've already heard everything, so hand over the scarf. No. No, I'm running away right now. But the scarf is evidence in the trial. That is for me to decide. Don't be like your dad, please. I think we should begin our preparations now, Acro. Preparation? I've served a summons to Acro to appear in court tomorrow as a witness. Okay. Hold on, though. If he's mad at Regina, why is he trying to frame Max? Okay, I don't understand that yet. Acro, we'll talk more at the prosecutor's office. Acro, a witness? Come, Acro, let's go to the office. Yes, ma'am. Uh-oh. Now what do we do, Nick? How are we gonna handle tomorrow? Don't worry about it. I'll figure something out. Look at you, all full of confidence. You must have found something you can use. This is all beginning to come together now. Kinda is, but there are a few things that I'm like, you know? Should I start the trial? Got like 50 minutes. Maybe we can get somewhat through it. December 30th. It's almost New Year's Day! 9:41 a.m. Good morning, Matt. Oh, yeah. Good morning, sweeties. You don't seem like your usual sparkling self today. I'm always like this before I go in front of an audience. I'm working up to it. I mean, I don't know. I was trying to think maybe he's framing Max to get him out of the picture because Regina does like him and wants to be with him. But like, she could have just gone on one date with his brother, said it wasn't working out, and then gone for Max afterwards. You know? I don't know. Oh, who is this? You? Okay. Don't get nervous, Maxie. Here, have a glass of milk. Regina! How fabulous, my sweetie pie princess. That's cringe, Max. You came to watch my performance today? Of course I did. Mo told me that I should come and watch this. Mo said that. So, what kind of performance will you put on today? Let me guess, you'll fly at the end? Oh, it's not that kind of show. Isn't that right, my sweeties? Huh? I think my sweetie pie princess doesn't... Yeah, she doesn't seem to realize what's going on, or even where she's at. Well, Max, it looked like it's time to raise the curtain. I'll see you later. Today's just a member of the... I'm just a member of the audience. Fabulous. Enjoy yourself out there. Good luck, Max. You're the best. She does really like Max. You don't have to kill a guy to reject him, though. Regina's different, don't you think, Nick? Top of the morning to ya. Everybody, let's get ready to get stuck in legal limbo. How low can you go? Mo? Top of the morning to ya, governor. Why are you talking like that suddenly? Top of the morning. That's the ticket. Attack in the day starts with energy in the morning. The early bird gets the worm, but then again, worms lack higher brain function. Here, Max, I brought you a present. Have some milk. Why is everyone giving this man milk? Oh my, thanks. So, how are you today, right? Well, I've got the feeling that today I'm gonna face off against the real culprit. You mean Acro? I mean, I wasn't gonna say it, but yeah. Huh? You think he did it? Be careful. He's used to putting his life on the line, literally. He got guts to spare. If all I've got to worry about is how thin the typewrote is, I'm used to it already. It just means I won't be able to press him like I can other witnesses. What are you gonna do then, Nick? I guess today we'll just have to do without our usual psychological warfare. Today, we rely on evidence. It's the only way we'll get past Acro and to the truth. Uh-oh. You're right, but it's gonna be tough. Anyways, I want you to make sure that Regina sees it all today. It's important. Then she'll finally have to deal with the reality of what happened to her father. Oh yeah. She kinda still in the air about that one. If she feels that way about her father, like, oh, I'll see you again, blah blah blah. Maybe that's why she wouldn't feel bad for getting Leon to chomp on that guy's head. Even though it's gruesome? I don't know. Yes, that's why I brought her here to court today. What's that supposed to mean? She needs to know that when people die, they don't just become stars. I may be an old-fashioned clown, but I don't believe in people becoming stars. Alright, here we go, 10 a.m. Court is now in session for the trial of Maximilian Galactica. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Very well, Miss Von Karma, you may proceed with your case. The prosecution would like to revise its previous theory of events. What's the meaning of this? We have discovered a new witness, or shall I say, a new eyewitness. One that saw Maximilian Galactica fly off from the scene of the crime. But did he, though? Order, order! I had a feeling something like this would come up. Due to this revision, we are now prepared to explain how the defendant flew that night. An explanation the prosecution will present if the need so arises. In fact, my detective stayed up all night creating a mock-up of the scene of my orders. Aw, Gumshoe, up all night doing crafts. Poor Gumshoe. That man never gets to sleep. I hope you give him so much coffee. Very well, please call your witness to the stand. Time to get to work. Or shall I say, time to walk the courtroom tightrope. Will we actually get to see Edgeworth after this? I wonder, like at the very end of this game? I kinda hope so. Name and occupation. Ken Dingling, but everyone calls me Acro. I'm employed as an acrobat at the Berry Big Circus. Where were you the night of the crime? I was in my room that night. If you look at the map, you'll see the witness's room is near the crime scene. My room is on the 3rd floor. The crime scene is below my window. The night of the crime, the witness saw something quite shocking. Would you tell us what you witnessed? Okay. Okay. It was just after 10 p.m. and I was resting in my bed. Around that time, I heard a large thump noise from outside the window. Then, a few moments later, I saw someone flying right by my window. It was Max Galactica. I only saw him from behind, but that's who it looked like. To be honest, when I saw that, I thought I was dreaming. This witness's testimony matches up exactly with that of the clown. If that's the case, there is very little the prosecution need add. All that's left is to explain how the defendant disappeared into the sky that night.
Hold it!
Calm down. I'd like to cross-examine the witness, please. foolish choice by a foolish fool who wishes to feel the foolish sadness of a sad fool. A man must know the proper timing for things, Phoenix Wright. Just like your old friend Miles Edgeworth did. What do you mean by that? Hmm? You're just trying to rile me up? Don't fall for it, Phoenix. Mr. Wright, do you have a problem with the witness's testimony? In the words of Miss Von Karma, might I quote yesterday's proceedings? There's no way that actually happened. Yeah, sling her words back at her. Very well, you may proceed with your cross-examination. Alright, it was just after 10 p.m. and I was resting in my bed. They had said that we shouldn't press him too much, or we couldn't press him too much. Around that time, I heard a large thump noise from outside the window. Then, a few moments later, I saw someone flying right by my window. It was Max Galactica. I only saw him from behind, but that's who it looked like. Let's press this. The light in your room was turned off then, right? That's true. I was going to bed, after all. So with the lights off, you were still able to clearly see a human fly by your window? The safety lights lit things up enough for me to see. But honestly, there was only enough light for me to see the silhouette outside my window. It was the person's back, so I couldn't see the white roses on the front. Did you see any of the other symbols? I clearly saw the silk hat, as well as the cloak wrapped around his body. Okay. I'm convinced that the person I saw was Max Galactica. The more I press him, the less results I seem to get. But maybe there was something fishy with the last bit of testimony. There was. There's a huge contradiction with the testimony that was given.
Objection!
Nuh-uh. If there's a contradiction, then prove it with some evidence. I'm about to. Give me a minute. She's right. Let's see some evidence. Do you have any evidence to support your claim of a contradiction? I do. It's the hat that was left on the scene of the crime and not taken with them.
Take that!
You claim to have seen the exact same thing Mo saw that night. Do you stand by that? What do you mean? The silk hat. What about the silk hat? I saw it on Max's head as he flew by my window. Well, you should have tried looking down out of your window that night. That would have been quite difficult considering the state that I'm in. Just looking outside the window was a tough enough challenge for me. That's a shame, because you would have noticed the silk hat found on the scene. That's the ringmaster's hat, right? No? That's Max's hat. I'm afraid not. No matter how you look at it, this is Max's silk hat. Where are you going with this, Mr. Wright? Are you saying that Max has two silk hats? No, it's one of a kind. No, this is a handmade, one-of-a-kind model made only for Maximilian Galactica. Which means Acro. You're lying. You've been fibbing on the stand. What did you actually see, huh? Order!
Objection!
What? As always, it looks like someone just had to open their mouth before thinking. Are you okay, Nick? Well, I opened my big mouth, and now I have to back it up. How about it, Mr. Wright? What would cause this witness to commit perjury in this court today? Acro was dreaming, he has a grudge against Max, or Acro is the real culprit. has been saying that Acro's the real culprit. Do we just go with that straight off rip? Because I mean, he doesn't seem to like Max very much. But I think it's mostly Regina that he doesn't like. Here, let me save real quick. I haven't saved in a minute. Acro is the real culprit, I think. Your Honor, on this occasion, the defense accuses Acro himself. On this occasion, accuse Acro? What in the world are you accusing him of? Obviously, we accuse him of murder, of the murder of Mr. Russell Berry. Can he actually stand? Is he fibbing about that too? Mr. Wright, are you serious? Deadly serious, Your Honor. I don't mean that as a joke, either. I think your trips to the circus have served you well. You seem to have learned how to try and grab at an audience's heart and mind. Your Honor, don't allow yourself to be swayed by theatrics. Trying to wow the crowd with smoke and mirrors is the oldest stuff in the book. Really? If you don't believe me, just look at the witness. Look at him with all of his birds. He can't be bad. He's calm enough for it to be almost scary. He is staying rather calm and collected. Mr. Dingley, do you have any response to the defense's accusation? I don't really need to say a thing, do I? What do you mean? Everyone, take a good look at me. I can't even stand up by myself, let alone leave the lodging house. That's true. I understand that Mr. Wright is just trying to help his client. But to do this by accusing me of murder of all things. See, even a sliver of common sense makes it clear the accusation is ludicrous. She's right. Way to pick on the disabled, you heartless cool man. Phoenix is a poopy head. Who's out there, Pearl? See that, Mr. Phoenix Wright? If you're trying to drum up support from the peanut gallery, that's how you do it. I think that's enough of this little game. I've got a doctor's note to confirm that Acro is unable to stand under his own power. Maybe the defense is planning on making a claim to counter this as well? I can hear the defense now. Acro had an accomplice. What do you say about this, Mr. Wright? Did Acro have an accomplice? Did he? Did he have an accomplice? I mean, let's say that Regina really does not get that people die and they're gone forever and you never see them again. Alright? She killed the well, she didn't kill the brother. She comaed the brother, right? And in doing so, Dad shot Leon. She's mad about Leon, so she just killed her dad. She thinks she'd see him again at some point. Is it Regina? Let's save right here, just in case I'm incorrect. Regina, maybe. It's impossible for Acro to be the murderer in this case. If that's the case, then it's natural for one to consider possible accomplices. You don't say. Oh. Not good, not good. It's not gonna end well. Don't tell me you think you're going to get off easy. What? You must not have heard that sound just now. Maybe it wasn't clear enough. The sound of you falling into your own trap can be hard to notice sometimes. Mr. Wright, it seems as if you won't be stopping at Acro, but will be making other accusations. If Acro did not have an accomplice, things are not looking good for you. I understand, Your Honor. Very well, let's continue. Who perchance would happen to be Acro's accomplice? Mr. Monkey! No. I mean, yes, but no. Although... Mr. Monkey is actually a viable option. If it's not Regina. I almost presented Mr. Monkey. Is it Regina? That's fucked up if it is.
Take that!
You don't say. Uh-oh. This is suddenly looking very bad. Don't tell me you think you're going to get off easy. Oh, here we go. What a splendid accomplice. I'm sure this accusation is built on a solid foundation. Foundation? Yes, Mr. Wright. Do you have any proof that this person you've accused was indeed an accomplice? Leon? Does that make sense, Leon? Let's go with it. It's the only thing I can think of right now.
Take that!
The music has not been stopping, and it's like, am I wrong? Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. No, you're wrong. This piece of evidence is lacking in persuasive power. You don't miss that sound, do you, Mr. Phoenix Wright? You know, the sound of you receiving a penalty. I do not miss it. No, thank you. What are you doing, Nick? Did Acro have an accomplice? Alright, so if it's not Regina, could be Mr. Monkey, never know. He's not an animal trainer though, so I don't know how I would prove that. So maybe he just doesn't have an accomplice and it was just him? He did not. Maybe? Now then, this must be when we get to hear the name of the mystery accomplice. Not this time, Von Karma. What? Nope. You're not gonna sucker me into this one. Well, she kinda... yeah, she did a little bit. What are you blabbering about, Mr. Wright? There was no accomplice. Acro planned and committed this murder all by himself. Order? Order? What are you getting at? Way to keep them on their toes, Nick. Now I'm gonna have to prove how it all fits together. Good luck to me. I have to show how Acro murdered Russell Berry. Can you do it, Nick? Can you really do that? I know what I can't do. I can't stop now. If I stop attacking, I'm doomed. Alright, then let's do it. Mr. Phoenix Wright. If this witness is the killer, then his eyewitness account is all lies, right? Mr. Wright, I'd like you to clear something up for me. When the crime was committed, exactly where was Mr. Dingling? Trying to think, because there was practice. If he did commit the murder, how would he look like Max? Because he'd get the cape in the hat, and then he'd have that, but then his wheelchair and him supposedly at least not being able to stand up would ruin it, and Mo would not think that he was Max because he'd be too short, A, from sitting down, and there's no way that the cloak will hide the entire wheelchair. So Ringmaster's room, no. He's nowhere out here. Nothing out here. He's not with Mo. I honestly just kind of feel like he was in his room? Like he could have dropped something on the guy's head, I guess? He would have to be so accurate to drop something on his head, though. There's nothing saying that he, like, tossed him out the window or anything. The Max Galactica that was standing here flew right by his window, though. I mean... And Mo does say the same thing. Sorta, at least. They were like here-ish. In his room?
Take that!
He was obviously here the entire time. That's Acro's room. Pretty simple, eh? Sure? I don't get it yet, but sure. Acro wasn't able to leave the lodging house by himself. In that case, there can be only one correct answer. Acro didn't leave his room to kill the ringmaster. What? Are you nuts? What say you, Mr. Dingaling? He's unbothered, unfazed. He's moisturized. It's an interesting theory. But... that's it? Considering that what you proposed is impossible, yes, that is it. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. As the witness has stated, your assertion is impossible. As he is in a wheelchair, there's no way he could go to the scene or be the killer. You got a point. It seems you've forgotten once again, Mr. Phoenix Wright. The defendant was clearly spotted at the scene of the crime. That's true. But it was in a black cloak. Like, we've never once touched on the fact that Mo said that was a black cloak. And Max does not wear a black cloak. Mo said he saw Max, didn't he? But Maya, it's still impossible for humans to fly. Do you mind if I ask a question, Mr. Wright? Yeah, sure, what is it? I understand some of your logic. However, how do you think that I killed him? If I can't leave my room, I obviously couldn't wear Max's costume. How did he do it? And that's the next course of this Leo buffet. Be careful, Nick. If you mess this up here... She's right. I can't mess up here. I've got to give this one some serious thought. I'm sure that Acro killed the ringmaster. And he did it while he was in his room. No doubt about that. Time to enlighten us as to how Mr. Dingling committed the crime. Save again. I'm a save scummer. It's okay. Evidence. It's the picture of the crime scene. It just shows the trunk and the guy. The salary negotiations, okay. Max's symbols, okay. Not that. Here's a map. Does this show? It does not. We got monkey. It's got the autopsy report. The trunk. The seasoning bottle, which I'm gonna be honest, I have no idea how this is gonna fit. The Grand Prix photo. There's a trophy. There's the bust, okay. There's the note. Bronze statue taken from the cafeteria before the crime. Oh. Trying to say how he killed the guy though. So, the murder weapon was never found. We still don't have it. Okay. So this could have been covered in a cloak-like thing to make it look like Max Galactica, right? Most testimony was he heard the thump first and then saw Max Galactica floating away. If this is what happened, okay, if he bonked the guy on the head with the statue and then pulled it up using wires, like how Max uses to fly, the guy had to get so lucky. And also, did he mean to kill the ringmaster? I don't know. I don't know any other murder weapon that would make sense. Because the trunk was under the guy, so it couldn't have been that. And we don't have anything else heavy enough to, like, kill the guy. Does this work? Okay. Maybe I have evidence? We'll see. It makes sense in my head. So, what did Mr. Dingling use to commit the crime of murder against Russell Berry? Potentially this? It's the only thing I have. What's that, a picture? The music went away, good sign. It is indeed. The problem is with the item that's shown in the picture. The bust? It's a quite large bust, and because it is life-size, it is also very, very heavy. Yeah? Heavy? Heavy enough to guarantee a certain death. Okay. How did he... Well... I guess he is an acrobat. He'd have, like, really good upper body strength still. Maybe? Yeah. Especially if it was dropped from a third-story window. Nah. See, this is how Acro was able to kill the ringmaster. With the force of gravity and Maximilian Galactica's ample bust. Hell yeah, his big boobies. His big booba. Max Galactica's big booba killed the ringmaster. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Order, order. So you're saying the bust fell onto the ringmaster. A rather simple crime. Even if you were stuck in a wheelchair, it would be incredibly easy to commit.
Objection!
How could you possibly wheel a wheelchair with something so heavy? It's impossible.
Objection!
Hold on. Guy's strong. He's an acrobat. Come on now. He should have more than enough upper body strength to carry something like the bust. Exactly. Although, I kind of wonder how much his strength would wane in 6 months, but... for the sake of the case, he's got hella upper body strength from being an acrobat. And he was doing physical therapy, so I don't know. Mr. Dingling, how do you respond to these charges? Oh, he looks mad. Well... Acro's at a loss for words. He should be. He knows that I'm getting close to the truth. Well, Acro, I didn't get to read that! Put your whip away, let me read. I'd watch what I say if I were you, Mr. Phoenix Wright. What? I'm doing my job. Your Honor, the physical health of the witness is material to this case. I demand that we get proper testimony from the witness himself. Testimony, you say? Von Karma? She's just using this testimony as a ruse to stall for time.
Objection!
There is absolutely no need for such testimony.
Objection!
The defense has its version of the murder. The prosecution has the right to respond. Okay. Sure. The defense's objection is overruled. Why can't he see things my way once in a while? Please! Just throw me a bone! Mr. Dingling, I'm sorry, but we need you to testify about your physical condition. If you have any doubts about your ability to testify, we can request expert testimony. The witness will have no problems. However, let's all be respectful towards him. Thank you. Okay, fine. That woman will sink to any low to win the case. He can literally just say, I can't lift that, and it's fine. And how do we prove that he can lift it? I don't know. I suppose I could have lifted something the size of that bust. I have a strong upper body from working as an acrobat, and only my legs were injured. However, lifting the bust and looking out the window would have been impossible. There's no way I could have exerted that kind of force on my lower body. That makes it impossible for me to have known the location of the ringmaster's head. Thus, it would be unrealistic for me to drop the bust on him, don't you think? Good point, actually. That's what I was saying, like, he had to be pretty lucky. I have no doubts in regard to this witness's testimony. It was impossible for him to lift the bust and stick himself out far enough to look. Not to mention, he could not have known the location of the ringmaster's head. A single false step would have led to even more severe injuries. That's what I was thinking. What's your opinion on the matter, Mr. Wright? I don't know. You've got a good point. I'd still like to proceed with my cross-examination. He's simply stalling. It's a shameful, really. Says you. I can't let her get me. I've got to focus. Where do we press and what do we have for this? Oh no. Suppose I could have lifted something the size of that bus. Okay. Strong upper body from working as an acrobat, only my legs were injured. However, lifting the bust and looking out of the window would have been impossible. Let's press on this. We might get in trouble for it, but... oh well. Oh, I will. And why is that? Because I'm in a wheelchair, you idiot! Because if I were to do that, I'd end up falling out the window myself. I still haven't gotten much feeling back in my legs yet. So you couldn't have thrown that bust out the window. There's no way I could have exerted that kind of force on my lower body. I feel like this is more important. That makes it impossible for me to have known the location of the ringmaster's head. Like, we all agree that he's in a wheelchair, his legs are not good. This is the part that we could maybe argue. I feel like. Yeah. Why do you say it would be impossible? Allow me to explain. You accept that if I was carrying the bust, I couldn't see out below the window. Thus, there's no way that I would know the location of the ringmaster's head. Well, I suppose you've got a point. Hey, Nick? What if you turn things around? Maybe if you think of it sort of like this. If he knew the location of the ringmaster's head, then he could drop the bust. That does make sense. If only I could prove somehow. That Acro knew the location of the ringmaster's head without looking down. I think I've already explained things sufficiently. Alright, what do we have? My first thought is the note. Because the note was telling somebody, at least. If it wasn't the ringmaster, I don't know. It's probably Regina. You haven't forgotten about what happened 6 months ago, have you? I have conclusive evidence of what took place. Meet me at 10 p.m. tonight at the Lodging House Plaza. Is that... It's just the Lodging House Plaza, though. Is that specific enough? Lodging House Plaza. He could have been anywhere right here. I can't think of anything else that would work, though. Salary negotiations, no. The map. The victim was hunched over a 20-pound box, both small but strong lock. The award ceremony, the bust. This is the only thing that kind of makes sense, except for maybe the monkey pointing it out. I'm gonna go with no. I just don't know if it's gonna be specific enough.
Objection!
The music isn't on. The witness's statement is oh, wait. No, I didn't present it at the right time. Oh, no. I think I presented it at the very beginning. Oopsies. Okay, accidents. Okay. let me just save real quick. Because I could just be completely wrong. We'll see. But this makes sense to me.
Objection!
Oh, the music didn't go away again. It contradicts! It does! How exactly are the evidence and the statement just now related? They aren't, are they? If he knew where the guy's head was, then he could drop the object. Let's press him on this really quick. If all you had to do was drop it, then it wouldn't have been a problem at all. If all I had to do was drop it, you're right. I could have done that. Thank you for admitting it. However, there's no way that I could land a direct hit on the ringmaster's head. So that kind of makes your theory a bit pointless, doesn't it, Mr. Wright? Acro is strong enough to lift up the bust. The main problem is how he could have aimed for the ringmaster's head. I wonder if he used some kind of tool to aim for the ringmaster. That's the ticket, Nick. Show them what you got. I have to be careful. I have to find something that fits perfectly with the case. I don't remember us finding any sort of tool. But maybe we overlooked something. Okay. Tool. Pepper. He did it with pepper. Ooh, hold on. Is that dumb? I'm trying to think if Regina, if the brother teased Regina about, like, making her sneeze with pepper, then he sprinkled pepper over him and make him sneeze to know where his head was, but then he'd look up and be like, oh shit, I need to move, you know? Monkey then? Was it monkey? I'm about to get guilty again if it's not Mr. Monkey. Monkey, I guess?
Objection!
Oh no, the music's still here. I fucked up. Not Mr. Monkey. Let's try the pepper.
Objection!
No, the music's still around. Okay, so here, what we present is this. The victim was hunched over this 20-pound box. It boasts a small but strong lock. How does this make sense? Okay, I'll believe.
Objection!
Explain. Acro? You didn't really need to lean out the window, did you? I guess. What are you driving at, Mr. Wright? You already knew ahead of time where the ringmaster's head was gonna be. Was the trunk already out there? And if so, how'd he get it down there? Quite precisely, may I add? I may add.
Objection!
Your silly hinting at things is pointless, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Enough stalling, how about you show us some evidence? But I did such a good job of hinting. Yes, hurry up and explain things, Mr. Wright. Maybe you should take a look at this. The key point here is the wooden box. The same wooden box that the victim was found hunched over. The same. The question is, who placed the wooden box here? Who? When Ben and company saw the ringmaster, they didn't see him holding the box. Which means that this wooden box was already placed at the scene of the crime. Huh? He can't leave his room. I have to admit that your theory makes a lot of sense. The moment that the bust came falling down was exactly the same moment that the ringmaster lifted up this wooden box. Which means that the answer to all these questions is now crystal clear. You mean... If the bust were to fall upon the point marked out by the wooden box, okay. But here's my problem with that. You know, he could have picked up the box. Well, I guess either side that he picked the box up on, his head would be kinda in the same location, so never mind. If the bust were to fall upon the point marked out by the wooden box, there would be no way that it could miss the head of the victim. No. Order, order, order. This is unbelievable. Finally, some of those loose ends are starting to tie themselves up. Now, I just gotta keep going, and there's only one way to go from here. Forward. So, the next question I have is, who placed that wooden box at the scene? It was Mr. Dingling, of course. Okay, but explain. Yeah? He connected it to a rope, and then all he had to do was lower it down. Allow me to whip some sense into you, Mr. Phoenix Wright. The ringmaster's head could have been anywhere when he lifted the box. That's why the box was so specially made. What? Specially made? Indeed. It had the most peculiar feature. I mean the contents of the box, but the guy wouldn't have known the contents of the box. Hold on. 20 pound, it boasts a small but strong lock. Okay, so the lock and the weight are what matters. The small lock, but that doesn't... Okay, so the weight? Weight? I don't know. The box has a remarkable weight. The music didn't stop, Phoenix. We might be in trouble. Wait. According to the court record, it weighs 20 pounds. Just to lift up this wooden box would have required... Oh, I see. One would have to squat down and then lift it up with their body, wouldn't you? That's exactly what I was trying to point out. The box is also very large. The box also has carrying handles on either side, doesn't it? That is correct. To lift up the box, you'd have to squat down. Which means that no matter who you are, your head would be in approximately the same place. Fool! He's not bothered. He's still chilling with his birds. Does he even bother to listen to me anymore? I've heard what you had to say. I must admit, I'm shocked at your imaginative skills. Did you do it? Did you place this wooden box in the plaza? Mr. Wright may have a vivid imagination, but I could have never done what he's proposing. What? Mr. Wright, do you recall the original location of Max's bust? Yeah, I do. Actually. Of course I remember. It was on top of the table in the cafeteria. Then what happened to it? Uh-oh. I'd like you to remember one important fact, Mr. Wright. I could not possibly leave the lodging house by myself. Ah, that means... You understand what I mean, don't you? I may very well have been able to drop the bust from my room. However, how would I have gotten the bust from the cafeteria to my room? You see, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Explain that. Don't forget, you said there was no accomplice. Nah. Keep that whip to yourself. Tell us exactly how the witness would have carried the bust from the cafeteria. Yep, we definitely have a problem here. But this is no place to get perplexed. I've got to get my wits about me and prove how things happened once and for all. Alright, Mr. Wright. Let's hear your explanation. Okay, hold on. Give me 1 second. There we go. I'm safe now. How did the witness get the bust from the cafeteria back to his room? Oh, it's evidence? Okay. The crime scene. The hatch. Promo poster. Monkey? Can a monkey pick up 20 pounds of stuff, though? Pepper? I mean... Monkey? There's no rope or anything. I don't know, monkey? Was it shiny? Oh, hold on. I almost presented that. It does look shiny. It does look shiny. Okay, okay. Mr. Monkey has a case. Monkey! Money Monkey stole it! Everyone knows Money. He loves shiny objects of any size. Oh, like when he stole the ventriloquist ring? So, are you saying the witness had a monkey steal the bust? I think he just got lucky. Of course he didn't order the monkey to steal it. The monkey stole it on his own, and then brought it back home. No, monkey did steal a whole tuba, so I guess, yeah, that makes sense. Home. Money lives in Acro's room. Acro's room?
Objection!
But the bust was bronze, wasn't it? Bronze isn't all that shiny.
Objection!
Hold on. Look at this picture. Maybe you should put the whip down sometimes and read the court record. My, those are some very nice cards he's holding. Yes, and they're made of platinum, which is very shiny. You are? Acro? Money is a strong monkey, right? It'd be easy for him to bring the bust back to your room. If he wasn't able to handle that himself, I'd be on the market for a new roommate. Order, order, I said order. Miss Von Karma. Where's the bust in question at this moment? Oh, I don't know. We're searching for it as we speak. This is a rather strange turn of events. But let's say that the monkey had not stolen the bust. What would have happened then? Well, in that event, something else would have been used as the murder weapon. Wait. Then you mean this bust was a murder weapon purely by accident? Huh. Okay. So... was a cape put on it purposefully? Or... accidentally? Or something? I don't know. It's possible. Maybe Acro saw Monty's mountain of stolen goods and thought to use one of them. Anyways, I think we've more than proven one critical fact. Namely, that it was entirely possible that Acro was the murderer. Moron. Not me. Mr. Wright's argument was so circular, I'm still a bit dizzy. However, his argument does hold water. There's no denying that. Ow! Don't seem so flamboozled, especially by this fraud of an attorney. Fraud? Excuse me? You've forgotten the absolute most important thing, Mr. Wright. And what is that, huh? You should know. No, tell me. You forgot that your fraud of a magical client was spotted at the scene of the crime. Nuh-uh. There is no reason to doubt the clown's testimony. But that's true. How do you respond to that, Mr. Wright? Nick, don't let her beat you now. I won't. This is my chance to turn this trial around. Turn the trial around. When the murder occurred, there were two people at the scene of the crime. One was the victim, Russell Berry, and the other was the murderer himself. Answer this and only this, Mr. Wright. Okay, hold on. Give me 1 second. I've got almost no truth juice left. Who was the murderer the clown saw? I still stick by it was the bust. Does this fit?
Take that!
It went away. I did it. Peace out. Oh, ow. I asked who was the other person most saw on the scene. That evidence has nothing to do with the question.
Objection!
Hold on now. Wait. Hear me out. Au contraire, mon frère, it does indeed have something to do with the question. Mo said that he saw Max's silhouette. But he did not actually see the man himself. It wasn't a human being he saw. If he threw it through the window, right? If Acro threw the bus through the window, he had to be able to get it back. So he had to haul it back up somehow, and that's how it floated. Now, how is that possible? It's simple, really. What Mo actually saw that night was Max's bust.
Objection!
What are you talking about? Have you tried using your brain at all in this case? Yes, I have. I have only failed, I don't know, 6 times? The silhouette he saw was wearing a cloak.
Objection!
There's no reason why you couldn't attach a cloak to the bust. Okay, but where's the cloak, though? It would be easy to hang one off of the cards in the bust hands. I mean, it would be easy to just hang one on it in general, but okay. Idiot, who in the right mind would put a cloak on a bust? It doesn't matter who put it on the bust, it was there. Just wait a minute now, Mr. Wright. Who put the cloak on the bust? That question is of the utmost importance to this case, don't you agree? No? He caught me. So let's have it, Mr. Wright. Who put the cloak on the bust? The guy that we're talking about? Oh shit, I needed to save. Oh well. I mean, is it not him? Like, huh? Him? Who else? I wonder, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Did the defendant wear his cloak the entire time he was at practice? So then how did this person get a hold of the cloak? Well, the cloak was black, supposedly, and that's not the color of the cloak. Please, somebody acknowledge this. Furthermore, how would this person have gotten the cloak onto the bust, I wonder? Because this person was not spotted at the scene. Huh? Somebody walked by in the guy's cloak. Like, for sure. And as far as we know right now, it was the ringmaster. So the ringmaster was wearing a cloak. And then wasn't wearing one afterwards. But the thing that's thrown me through a loop is they've kept saying that the cloak on the bust was black. So I don't know. Because who else? I mean, her, if she was there, but we're leaning away from her being involved at all. It's just this guy. He's ringmaster. Maybe? Oh? Well, I don't know. The music's still going. Fool him? You're saying it was the victim himself, Russell Berry? I mean, I'm not fooling on it either, I'm gonna be honest, but yeah. That is what I'm saying. The victim himself placed a cloak on the bust? Place the cloak isn't really the right way of putting it. Really. So this guy got so lucky. Because had that cloak, I'm assuming it's gonna say it got stuck. Hold on. What would be the right way of putting it, Mr. Wright? Explain yourself. Nick, do you really have a handle on all this? Maybe? I'm fine, Maya. I'm finally putting all the pieces together. There's really only one picture I can paint anyways. Alright. So you want to know what really happened that night? Let's step back in time. Acro used a rope to lower the wooden box onto the scene. Then, he attached that rope to the bust and dangled the bust out his bedroom window directly above the wooden box. And nobody noticed? At the same time, the ringmaster told Max to wait in his room and went to the scene. Of course, at the time, the ringmaster was wearing Max's costume. Perhaps he didn't want anyone to recognize him that night. But just as he feared, he was spotted at the entrance of the lodging house by none other than a ventriloquist and his puppet, Ben and Trillo. When the ringmaster arrived at the scene, he bent over to lift the wooden box. And that's when Acro took his chance and released the rope. He did have the white roses on. Now this is when the magic happens. At the very instant that the bust hit the victim, here we go. That cloak's black? I guess it was black, I don't know. You wait just a second there, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Listen, I'm kinda with Fun Karma. This is some bullshit. This is some of the luckiest stuff. What? Huh? As much as you try, as much as you scheme, this just isn't true. It can't be. It's still a little early to be getting so upset, Miss Von Karma. The circus isn't over yet. You want some popcorn? I'll get you some popcorn. Mo makes burgers. You want one? What? I guess it is black. The impact of the bust on the victim threw the cloak up, which snagged onto the bust. So conveniently. Like ridiculously conveniently. That impact also caused the sound a certain witness heard, prompting him to take a look. That witness was, of course, Lawrence Mo Curls, the clown. When Mo looked out his window, the cloak had already snagged onto the bust. Extremely lucky. Now, having completed the crime, Acro naturally went about pulling up the murder weapon. Of course, he had no idea Mo saw the bust being raised with the cloak dangling on it. Primarily because in his wheelchair, he couldn't see out his window. So, he just kept pulling the bust up. Okay, I have another problem, though. We're saying this entire time, him lowering the trunk, him bringing the bust back up, it was specifically said that it was a rope. A rope. Max said that they used wires that people couldn't see to fly and stuff like that, but a rope? And that looked very well lit. I don't know, I just feel like a rope would be obvious, but I don't know. We'll go with the it was so far away he couldn't see it. Okay, sure. Suspend the belief for a minute. And that's how the magical murderer disappearing into the sky came to be. Crazy, right? Yeah? So you see, the only person who could have pulled this off is the person who was able to drop the murder weapon from above the crime scene. Acro, it could have only been you. Why are you still so calm? You don't have a freak out yet. What's happening? Acro's been playing mind games with all of us. He sure has. But he's come to the end of his rope now. So... what now? You've graced us with a rather long-winded tale. But do you have any evidence to prove that your fairy tale is true? Evidence? In this court, only two things matter: the power of evidence and the power of my whip. Don't forget the power of my gavel as well. Yeah. I definitely don't let you bully me with that whip. Mr. Wright, the prosecution brings up a good point. Can we see some evidence? Nick, they say they want evidence. I just explained how there can only be one possible murder method. But there's still something unusual about Mo's eyewitness account. Unusual. A contradiction, actually. Okay then, use that and get us out of this jam. You know, I would if I could remember most of his testimony. I kind of wish that if they're gonna do this, where it's like, this person's testimony has a contradiction in it, you gotta remember it to do this part. I wish that they would add the testimony as a text document into the court record, you know? That way I could review it and be like, oh yeah, I forgot about that entirely. But, okay, we'll try and remember. That's enough talking amongst yourselves. Please proceed, Mr. Wright. Present some evidence to the court that backs your claims. I want hard proof that you have unraveled the trick to this magic case. I'm trying to think of Mo's testimony. So, Mo said he heard a bang. He got up. He looked outside. Guy was slumped over. And then Max was floating away. Yeah? But what evidence do we have? Oh, yes, Nike. Bronze statue taken from the cafeteria. Max's award ceremony. We haven't presented this. Hiya. We haven't presented this at all. We haven't presented the pepper either. Hard proof that you have unraveled the trick to this magic case. Is it that picture? Because essentially Max said that the Grand Prix was where he first flew, and he flew over the crowd, and then he ended up telling us how he did his magic trick. Is that what they're getting at with this? I can't go back. Oh, I should have saved again. I forgot. I think it's this. It makes sense. It makes sense.
Take that!
Oh? The music stopped. Good sign. Yeah? Did I get it? Hello? Anybody? Gumshoe? Try again. Okay, I will. The only things we have left are the pepper, which truly I don't understand, and this, which shows that he does not have the cloak on him. So this.
Take that!
Yeah? Oh no, everybody's ellipsising. What? How do you say it? Ellipsising? I don't remember how to say that word. It's not that, is it? Try again? Okay. I don't know. I'm gonna try Max Galactica and the pepper, and if it's not those two things, I don't have a clue. I don't get how this works. Explain it to me, Phoenix, please. The problem is Max's 3 symbols. I do understand. I do very suddenly understand. Okay. The bust already had a hat on, and the hat was left there. Oh. Oh, duh. That makes so much sense. Okay. Those symbols were a problem numerous times during yesterday's proceeding. Yesterday, there were 2 contradictions in Mo's testimony. The silk hat was one, the white roses were the other. But the theory I just presented explains all of these contradictions. You fool, do you ever shut up? Max's silk hat was found at the scene of the crime. However, remember what Mo said yesterday. He testified that the criminal he saw fleeing the scene was wearing a silk hat. I did not remember that because I have a bad memory, Phoenix. Write it down for me next time, please. There's only one explanation for that. The silk hat that Mo saw was actually the bust's. Makes so much sense. If you remember that part of Mo's testimony. Makes sense. If you look at it that way, then he did see the silk hat. Well, sort of.
Objection!
Fine, you've got one, but what about the other contradiction? the other contradiction. Remember what that ventriloquist said in court? He said that he witnessed white roses on Max's chest that night. But the clown's testimony doesn't match. Okay, yeah. The clown said there were no white roses. I'd like to see you try and explain that one away. I don't know. Can you do it, Nick? Yeah. Yeah. I can explain all of it. What was that? Please recall the instant when the cloak snagged onto the bust. Okay. If the cloak snagged onto the bust, what happened to the white roses? They went with it? Yeah, they went with it. Oh, they were it went forward, so it got covered up. Oh. It means that the white roses would end up on the back of the bust. No. Which explains why Mo didn't see them. The white roses were not visible because they were on the back side of the bust. Order? This is quite the shocking state of affairs. Mr. Wright's theory still sounds a bit absurd to me. However, let's just keep going down this road for a while and see where it leads. Let's do this, Nick. Then maybe Von Karma will finally throw in the towel. Uh-oh, she's wagging her finger. I don't think so. You're still calm as a cucumber. Chill as a cucumber. What is the saying? I think it's that. Cool as a cucumber, I think. Well, so much for that theory. Mr. Wright, do you mind? What is it? You took the time to research our circus, didn't you? Oh, yes, I did. Is there something making you think that I didn't? If you did, then maybe you'll understand why I think you're off track. And why is that? Motive. The witness feels an incredible debt of gratitude toward the ringmaster. Truly? I kinda don't understand what his motive is either right now. Because Ringmaster brought him up as a kid. The lion bit his brother. The ringmaster took the lion out. So what does he have to be mad about the ringmaster about? And what does he have to... Oh. Oh yeah, because I was saying earlier that maybe he meant to kill Regina. Because he feels like his brother has died because he's in a coma. And he feels like Regina is responsible, which she might be, considering that scarf. Anyone with any relation to the circus is well aware of this. Thus, there is absolutely no way someone like this would kill the ringmaster. Your Honor, I'd like you to hear Acro's story. Learn about his relationship with the ringmaster and his life up until now. What do we do? There's no doubting that Acro deeply respected the ringmaster. Acro's motive, huh? It seems this case isn't over yet. Very well. However, I feel this is a good place to take a break. I do too. I feel like it's almost over. But I think my internet might be gone relatively soonish, so I should probably call it here and finish this case up tomorrow. Or not tomorrow. On Saturday. Unfortunately, I'd like to just like stick it out and finish it because I feel like I'm so close. I could touch it. I'll listen to the rest of Mr. Dingling's testimony after recess. This court will now take a 10-minute recess. To be continued. Enjoy the cliffhanger! Because my internet's going out. But at least they're fixing stuff, so, I mean, hey, I can't be mad at them.